before it's sold out. One more time. Listen.
We have, you know, we had so many colors to start, but we still have some left.
Listen, this is what I'm always afraid. Like, everybody's not gonna watch this show every single day that we're on, right? So I'm like, somebody missed it, so I'm gonna bring it back again, because any single room in your house, I mean garage, your downstairs, upstairs, plugs to plug things in, it's going to become more and more of an issue, and this is your solution. It's a customer pick from Tech Impressions. First off, surge protection. Stephanie's gonna explain why that's so important. I'm gonna explain that one time you put this inside a plug, you're gonna add 3 3-prong outlets, 1 USB-C fast charge, and 1 USB-A fast charge, and then we're doubling it up. 2 packs of these, $22.99, free shipping and handling. I'm gonna talk, are we only down to the 3?
So there's like 2 in magenta and 13 in rose gold. So if you right now want some pretty pinks, you're gonna be the very last to get them.
Black, sapphire, lilac. There's an itty bitty bit in the 2 other colors, but I will, to be honest, I'm gonna keep presenting this until we're completely sold out, because I know how useful this is for people.
It really is such a game changer. This comes to you from Tech Impressions. We're a brand made just for HSN. We bring you great quality electronics at the best values. This is a screaming customer pick on hsn.com. We're up to 27 5-star reviews. People are loving it. I just saw one posted in the last 24 hours where they said, I highly recommend this surge protector. So we are giving you the 2-pack at the lowest price we've ever done. And this is so easy to use. It's springtime. We all want to, you know, become more organized in our spaces. We want to do a little home renovation. This couldn't be easier to use. I'll show you over here how you use it. You don't need an electrician. You don't need to get out a screwdriver even. All you do is plug it in. That 1 outlet now becomes 3, 4, 5 charging opportunities times 2. You no longer have to have the wall block to plug your USB cable in. You can plug it directly into the quick charging port. Ooh, only 34%. Maybe this phone forgot to be on the charger last night and you're off to work and you have 10 minutes. You need that quick charge. We also are future-proofing your home with the USB-C port. So you probably don't have ports like this in your outlets in your home right now. Really great upgrade, but what's important is that you are also able to upgrade the surge protection. So we don't realize that surge protection ability can expire. So maybe you have an old power strip like this, it's kind of ugly, maybe it's the white one that's like yellowed over time and it's laying on the floor, taking up space, collecting dust. If you check on the back, it is required by law to have the manufacture date. If your surge protector is more than 5 years old, it may still be powering your devices, but it's not protecting them when the electricity in your house surges. An electric surge, which unfortunately in my home, built in 1954, an electric surge can happen like once a week. You know, the lights may flicker a little. I have like the dishwasher and the dryer and the washer all going at the same time. And you know, the wiring in my house is really old. So those power surges can fry your electronics. So it's time to upgrade. You know, it's 2025, in another 5 years, maybe you'll upgrade again. But it's nice to know that you are protecting the investment of every electronic in your home. That's why a lot of people get this 2-pack a few times over, because they want it for the kitchen and the bathroom and the bedroom. I mean, think about the nightside table, all of the things that we have to charge. You can now be that organized person that has a charging station and has a spot for everything to be plugged in.
One of the reviewers said they bought these for their guest bedrooms because you know, when your guests come, they need that.
Smart.
Somebody called this genius invention. Absolutely.
The shelf kind of makes it a little above and beyond. You know, it's got a shelf on the top.
They love that it's portable. You can take this with you on vacation. You can take this to the Airbnb. You can take this to the hotel. Somebody used this in their camper. I don't even know how many outlets come in a camper.
Yeah, travel.
And then somebody said, I only have 1 outlet in my bathroom. And I was thinking, oh, in my bathroom, I have my toothbrush always plugged in. I have my blow dryer. I have my curling iron. My husband has his face shaver thingamajig. I have my nose trimmer. I have my beauty tools. All the things have to be plugged in. Just homes will never, not now, not in a bajillion years from now, will they ever have enough outlets. That would be impossible because the amount of things we're purchasing that need to be charged up, need to be plugged in, whether it's kitchen appliances, electronics, kids' tools, tools in my husband's garage. They are going to keep getting more. And your home is never gonna have more outlets, right? And not all of a sudden your home's gonna be like, let's build our homes with 18 outlets in one room. It's just not ever gonna happen. These are the solutions. This is how you kind of get there. The fast charge though in the USB-C and the USBA changes your life.
That is really important, especially when your phone needs a charge quick. So here's what we're used to doing. These wall blocks, sometimes I'm like, these are gonna be the death of me. I can never find the USB-C wall block. I own exactly one of these. So maybe you have cords like this where it's USB-C to USB-C and you don't have an outlet where you can plug it directly in. Now you do, just plug that USB-C in there and your phone or whatever device you plug in, your tablets, your laptops, all of the fans we need this summer, any USB-C that goes directly into that port is quick charging. So you don't have to, have the wall block slow down the charging. You can now get faster charging than ever with both USB-C and USB. And then you've got the 3-pronged grounded outlets times 3. So you're turning one outlet into 3. And honestly, even though I have it on the lower outlet here, go ahead and put it on your top outlet and then you still have room to plug in down here. I saw someone post a picture of how they did that in their home on hsn.com. And Tina, what I did just yesterday, my husband and I were reorganizing our kitchen and we have a new thing we need to plug in the kitchen. It's summer, so the fruit flies are here. So we have a fruit fly zapper and we actually put one of these in the kitchen outlet because we needed more outlets for that one thing.
Because how are you gonna plug in your toaster now or your blender?
It was right by the microwave, So this was a lifesaver yesterday.
This is what we've done all these years. Unplug something, plug something else in. How many, percentage is your phone or your watch or your earbuds? I mean, there's so many things that need to be charged up and plugged in. It's like my parents came to visit and they're like, oh, do you have a charger for this? We forgot it at home, but we want to listen to our movie on the way home. And I was like, man, oh man, there is always a need for power in our home. And I said, in our garage, my husband has one outlet and it's actually in a real weird, wonky place, but every single tool of his has a battery that he puts on the little thing, it charges the battery up, and then he puts it on the tool, and then he uses the tool. And I'm like, holy cow. Garages, never was it a thing, right, where we had to charge up all of the tools, and now it is. He has multiplies his one outlet, now he can charge up all of his tools. So man, woman, teen, grandma, doesn't make a difference. Somebody that loves crafting even, all their crafter things need to be plugged in. So there's just a million reasons to get this. Black by far in the lead. By the way, rose gold sold out. We had a tiny bit left. It did sell out in this presentation. Black is my most popular right now. Lilac and in the sapphire. And what makes me really happy is that the pops of color sold out because then it's a little personality.
Well, the blue is so pretty, so vibrant, great for maybe a son's room, a grandson's room. The lilac is just gorgeous. It's nice to have a little color in our home. There is a shelf on top of this as well. It's very discreet. It's a space saver. It's going to help you get organized as you're doing your spring cleaning right now. You don't have to take up counter space by laying your phone maybe on the kitchen counter when it's plugged in to your surge protector outlet multiplier. You can now elevate it, lift it up off the counter and put it on that discreet, slim shelf there. So now your phone is more close to eye level for reading the recipes, for doing a FaceTime call, for watching a video. So that shelf is a nice little added bonus. I also want to mention how lightweight and portable these are. If you are traveling this summer, bring one of these with you. Remember, you're getting the 2-pack at the lowest price ever. So if you have one in the home, you can have one in the suitcase because when you're traveling a new city, you really rely on your phone maybe for the maps to stay in contact with everyone in your group. And if your phone, doesn't get that full charge, you're out of luck. So put this in the hotel room. Make sure everyone in the family has space to plug in their electronics overnight and get that quick charging capability too. I love that people are putting these in the camper. I mean, we are starting to think about travel this summer, so this is a great little travel buddy, especially for when those hotel rooms just don't have enough outlets for everyone to charge all their electronics.
No, because I got there with my kid, his tablet's completely dead. That's the first thing I'm plugging in. And then, you know, we're constantly, you get in there and you look all around the room. You're like, where are all the plugs? Where can we use it? Is there only one on one side of the bed? Only one in the bathroom? This is, if you're thinking giftables, and I don't say everything's a universal gift, right? Like not everything is for everybody. This truly is an easy giftable, whether it's teacher appreciation. You know that.
Totally, I was a teacher.
You would love to be appreciated with one of these.
Behind my desk, this is perfect for all the, you know, I had lamps at my desk. Like I have to plug in so much as a teacher, but yes, great idea for teachers. We are approaching the end of the school year.
It is. Grads going away. Maybe somebody's moving into a brand new apartment or a new dorm. The dorms, does each person get an outlet in a dorm? I don't even know how that works.
And small apartments too. I mean, for small spaces, this is a nice little upgrade. It's so easy. It takes 1 second to plug it into the outlet, and all of a sudden you have more ability to charge up your devices, to plug in all the electronics in your home, and don't forget, you're also protecting them against power surges. So think about all of the old surge protectors in your home right now. Maybe there's one behind the TV on the floor and you've got the sound bar and the gaming console plugged in. If this surge protector, if your surge protectors in your home were bought more than 5 years ago, and again, you can check the manufacturer date on the back. It's gonna be really teeny tiny because they don't necessarily want you to see it. If it's more than 5 years old, that surge protecting ability is expired. It's almost like there's a little bank in here, and every time the electricity surges in your home, it takes a hit. And there's no company out there that makes a surge protector that is able to have them last for more than 5 years. So little known fact that we do have to upgrade these. Even if it's powering your devices, it's not necessarily going to protect them when the power surges. I know one of the hosts here, Helen Keeney, had some neighbors who lost 3 flat screen TVs in a storm because their TV was plugged directly into the wall, and that power surge fried the TV. If it were plugged into a Tech Impression surge protector that was bought recently, that's not expired, they wouldn't have lost all of those TVs. But even if it's something small that you don't want to lose, like the curling iron or the hair dryer or, you know, cell phone, that's not that small. Some of us spend $1,000 on our cell phone. We want to have those plugged into surge protectors, updated surge protectors, so we have the peace of mind knowing that they're safe from power surges.
Okay. 2 of everything that we just talked about. 2 surge protection, 2. And by the way, I don't want it to be confused. Let's talk about the USB-C and USB-A ports. If you have, oh, sorry, phone, come here. If you have these in your home and you have a bunch of them, right? Because you buy new things and then the butt end of it is different. I don't know what else to call it.
I mean, that's support.
So they these either have a USB A or USB-C, depending upon how new it is on the end, right? So that's what you're looking at. All we're doing is removing that. Now this is like removing this part where you have to plug it in, right? But I mean, if you have these and you want to use these, you can use these in your outlets. But that's all that's doing is replacing this and making that port there, and then up how fast it can charge it.
It's a time saver, really.
The first time I ever had a fast charge anything, and I told you this, right? My phone was almost dead, and I had ordered food, because that's what I do every night of my life. And then I was like, well, I want to watch the food be delivered. So I plugged it in, and I went back into the kitchen to do something, and I came back, and it was at like 60%, and I go, did I pass out? How did it get there so fast? I was like, this fast charge has changed my life. I'm like, I could have unplugged it and moved along. Faster charging, getting rid of the bricks, multiplying the amount of 3 prongs that you're getting, and I literally want you to think about any room of your house, any single room that you're doing, and how often do you play the unplug and plug in game? Maybe over Easter you did a lot of cooking, like Terry Toner was saying.
Oh yeah.
Right? How many items that you cooked with did you have to plug and unplug? Food processor, blender, air fryer. You were like, and then it spread out everywhere. You're like plugging things into weird places.
The kitchen needs these.
The kitchen, it'd be a great place. 2-pack, black option, this one up here, flying. Everybody's getting it in the black.
Yeah.
And we're getting down to just a few hundred left in the black option.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the black is going very fast. I know this is a great option for an office. The office is the other place that we really need to protect our devices. If you have a desktop computer or any expensive computer and you have it on a charger or a cord, please don't plug that cord directly into an outlet because you risk losing all of the data on that computer if it ever gets fried. Plug it into an updated 2025 surge protector. I love that this is a customer review on hsn.com with 27 5-star reviews. People are saying it works perfectly, couldn't be easier, highly recommend. You can now be that organized person that has the charging station in your home. Tina, I use my charging station every day, and I'm very proud of myself when I use it. I'm like, wow, I have enough outlets to plug in all these things that need plugged in. My smartwatch died, my earbuds died. I'm like, look how responsible I am. I can recharge them here at my charging station.
It's so funny that you say charging station because 20 years ago, nobody would have had any idea what a charging station was.
Our homes aren't built for them,
right? And now we've grown to this part, and every home has it. You've all collectively like picked one outlet in the home that's like the area. But then it's playing the this or that you know, out of this one outlet, multiply it, make it faster, protect your items. Oh, you said when you were talking about blow dryers, you're like even small things. You know, blow dryers can be $300, $400, $500.
That's true.
They're like the blow dryer, the curling iron. It's an investment.
Yeah, plug it into this.
Protect, 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 because you never know when those things are going to happen. You know, if we knew, then we wouldn't have to have protection. Day one, you know, it's a clean slate of surge protection. That you're getting here.
Yeah, for 5 years.
And they're individually. Do we have where we show?
We don't have the pack, but it comes in a 2-pack, all boxed together. But you could break it up if you want. Give it to friends and family, kids, grandkids. It is universal. Everyone has outlets. Everyone needs these. And I especially love the graduation gift idea because it is smart and practical. And kids going off to college have really small spaces.
You know, whenever I gift something, the thing that worries me the most is that the person I'm giving it to is not going to use the thing that I know they will. Like this is a no-brainer.
And you will too.
They're going to instantly open it, plug it in, and start plugging stuff into it. And
use it every day. And then they'll think of you and be like, wow, Tina's a great gift giver.
That was me. We're about to click over to 12,000 of these sold. That's why I continue to bring these back on this show because you guys love it so much. 2 in the black, 2 in the sapphire, 2 in the lilac, $22.99 and free shipping.
Cheers. I don't have a coffee to cheers with you, but
that's okay. I'll take that. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks.